Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie. Today we are going to be continuing on with my 6x6 paper declutter, and I think we're going to start with this loose stuff. I also have another bin here of single sheets that I've kind of rearranged from previous reorganizations. These are somewhat theme structured. This is a more little loosey-goosey. I think the ones that are like collections, which technically should be paper pad. Oh, this one is actually going in my scrapbooking travel bin. I think we're going to try and make some kits out of these ones. I think we're just going to do a general declutter like we did previously, and then those will go in my other bin with the color section. So let me zoom you in a little bit. And basically what we're going to do is, if I like it and want to keep it as a kit starter, I'm going to move it up at the top. If I just want to keep it as a color, we're going to move it here. And then that'll get sorted by color later on. Okay, so this is just going to be a color bin. Moda scraps. This is actually more like a kit, so we'll deal with that separate. This one, let's see what we're going to do with this. I think all of these heart ones I like. Yeah, I do like those, so we'll hold on to them. Do I like the X's? I actually don't mind the X's, so we'll hold on to that. I do not care for this dot. I don't like the dot, the outline of the dot, so we're going to declutter. That's going to go here. I don't like the squiggle, so that's going to be decluttered. I do like the stripe, so let's put that in like multicolored background. And I don't know that I care for these, so we're going to get rid of that, and I don't want to keep the diagonals. So these are decluttering. Okay, now we've got this fall theme paper from Pink and Maine. It's nice cardstock. I like that. We're going to purge that one. Declutter, 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 declutter. And keep that one. This is pretty. Make a kit out of that maybe. I like that kind of weave. I like this as a blue, so I'll put that in the color section, seeing as I know that that's where I want it to go. Same with that one. Same with that one. I think this was the same pattern now, right? Are we repeating ourselves? Declutter. I like the wood grain. Actually, we could keep that as a wood grain. I don't think I need two of these, so we'll keep that as a wood grain. Okay, so this is going to go in a multicolored background, and this is going to go in like wood grain texture backgrounds or brown. Okay, we've got XO. Oh, this is a paper pad. Okay. I do like the XO, but I don't know if I like it enough for cards, so I'm going to declutter that. This is pretty. I don't love this one. The heart's okay, but I don't think I need to keep it. I like that. No, 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 no. Okay, what do we got here? The little heart is cute. I'm going to declutter that one. That's cute. Declutter, declutter. I'm going to declutter it. Declutter. This is the same pattern, it's just a different color. I like the pink better than the yellow. I think I'm going to declutter that one. Declutter, declutter. This is Felicity Jane. I'm going to say, sweetheart, forever, always be mine. That's cute, but I'm going to let it go. Nice multicolor. It's a multicolor. Pink's pretty nice too. Keep that one. Keep, and keep. Okay, so that's the first round. Let me clean this up. This is the declutter pile so far today. Yeah, let me clean these up and then we will move on to the next stack. Okay, as I was sorting through it, I thought I would make some kits. I really like the yellow and this small floral, and I was contemplating throwing in this wood grain. I think that looks cute. So that's going to be one kit. And then there's this one with the floral and the yellow. I don't think I want to add a wood grain to this, although maybe. Okay, we'll throw a wood grain in. And then I have these two with the plaid. I think this was a Felicity Jane. I do like those together, although I could also do this black and white stripe. I think that would look all right as well. It's cute, right? Maybe we'll do all three. Okay, and then we've got this one, and I think we're just going to leave it at that. So these will be kits. This is the colored section, colored backgrounds, kit starters, and I think we'll throw this in at the back. There we go. Okay, progress. Let's move on to the next, collection. Okay, so this is Moda Scrap, Fly and Scrap, and they're single-sided. So I think I'll do kind of what I do when I do my regular layouts. So I'm just going to lay out ones that I think are more background versus ones that are more focal elements, and see if we come up with any sort of theme or something that we can play with. So just looking at this, I do think I like, do I like that? Decisions, right? Maybe we'll combine those two as a kit. I think I like that one better. So I'll make that a kit. Maybe this one doesn't need one, or maybe this needs a black and white. I'm trying to use what I have, you guys. I don't want to necessarily go and pull anything from my stash. Yeah, that's much better. Just because the whole point of this is just to kind of make this usable in the moment without creating, a bigger mess. Okay. I don't know that I would pair any of these else up with any of these. Let's see. That looks all right with the hearts, so we'll pair that up. This one I'm going to declutter. I don't really like that one. Let's see, what else do we got? Is that the right color? Yeah, let's pair those two up. And this is really more like a multicolored background. Same with this one. And this one, I think these ones I'm just going to declutter. There we go. I don't like these enough, so declutter these ones. Okay. Next we're going to sort through this collection from Maya Designs 2017. That's pretty. Definitely has like a vintage flair to it. These are cute. Make great focal points on the card. I'm just going to put that aside, and then it looks like I've got double the sheets. So the question is do I want to keep all of these? I think I'm going to keep these two, and let's see how this plays out. So if I take this one and maybe the purpley blue. There's a little blue in there. And then one of these. And maybe, let me see, what do we want to do? I'm thinking of adding like a few papers like these two together. And maybe this green. And this one, maybe we move this one over here. And this one here. Something like that. That's going to be one kit. And then this one with the small floral, the pink, and the green. And I don't know that I actually love this one with these. Do I like it? Thinking maybe a matte of some sort. Yeah, we'll live with it. We'll give it a try. And so these ones I am going to declutter. Okay, this is a big pad. 36 sheets, 4 each. This is the 49 in Market. And this one, the back sheet has a cover as well. So, you know, I'm thinking of this for cards. I think we're going to be able to use both. I definitely could see this cutting in half and having this on one card and this on the other. So that's going to be interesting. These can definitely be trimmed out. Okay, so I've sorted these all out. Let's start with my favorite ones. So these ones here, I like. Definitely going to be able to get 2 cards out of one. So if we pair this, maybe with this one, I like that. I think this side here would look really cute with the butterflies kind of layered on top. And then this one and this one, so I like that. So that's going to be a second kit. And we've got this one. And the back side just kind of generic. I'm really liking this darker color, so we'll do that. And then this one, I think maybe pair it with this one. Okay. So that's four kits. And then we have these, which I think we can pair up with some of the cardstock to maybe this and this one. And one of these. And one of these. Did I get them all? And maybe we'll pair it with, where is that one? This one. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we got a few kits. Now what's left, this is going to go in gray. I really think most of these are just going to go in like gray background, I think. And maybe we'll just stagger them. So we can see one of each side. Oh, we've got this one with the butterfly. Do I want to do anything with this one? Maybe pair it with that. That might be kind of cute. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? Yeah, all of the rest of these are just going to go in my main kit. I do like these though. I think they would make a cute. I think they're really going to make a cute card. So let's see what else. Okay, we'll do that. And let's see what else. Maybe another one of these. I do like that. Okay. The rest of these are going in gray. Okay, next up is this one. Let me go offline and sort these first, and then I will be right back. Okay, so these are them all paired up with the opposite sides. This is probably the most neutral. Same with this one. That one's not too bad. I really like this with one of the blues, and I'm thinking maybe the lighter as opposed to the darker. So that's going to be a kit. And maybe this one with one of the blues. And I'm thinking maybe this one. Do I want to do that with the wood grain? No. What about this really dark color? Yeah, I don't mind that. So we're going to make that as a kit. What else? This one with one of the reds. Do I like that? Not so sure about that one. I don't think that's enough contrast. What about this one again? Yeah, I like that better. Maybe this one with one of the reds, and I do like that. What about this one with a stripe? I like that. And what are we left with? This one, maybe this purple. See, with this one, I mean, it gives it a little bit of variation. Okay, give it a try, if nothing else. And maybe we'll do this one with the darker blue. Yeah, okay. And what about this one? We could do it with the blue. Or what about with that kind of frame? I don't know how well that will translate into a card. Not sure on that one. What about this one? Or what about the purple? Maybe we'll do the purple. Yeah, let's do the purple. And maybe this one we do with the wood grain. Okay. And what about this one with the wood grain? Or this one with this one? Oh, I like that. Okay. And then the rest of these, I think, what are we going to do? I think we are going to declutter some of these. I know they're pretty, but I really don't need that many. Actually, that one looks good too. Okay, keep that one. And we'll declutter these. So those are getting decluttered. These are going in the cardstock stash. And we've got a bunch of kits. One more to go through. Oh, I forgot these. That was dumb of me. I forgot these. I'm actually, to be honest, not loving the icons so much on this. They cut off a lot, so there's not as much usable here as you would think. Do I like any of these with the ones I was going to declutter? Let's see. See, that's not bad. Okay, we'll give it a try. What about this one? Yeah, I like that too. What about this one? Nah, not so much. And what about this one? This one's okay. Okay, so we're going to declutter a little bit less. This go round anyways. Okay, one last package left. It's also from Maya Design. It is summertime. Let me go off and sort these out. It's 2 each of 18 double-sided patterns. So let me sort this first and we'll be right back. Okay, let's start with the blue floral, and I think that needs to get paired up with that one. And then we have a scene here with the bike and the little beach house. And what does it say? It says, sunburn on my nose and sand between my toes. I'm thinking that this could be trimmed as a focal point on either side. I don't know about the summertime. This one's a little bit iffy, I think. But I think that should go with the dark blue as well, I think. Or maybe we do the plaid. That might be fun. Yeah, let's do the plaid. And then we've got the small floral, which we could pair with the dark blue. I think that would be a pretty good fit. Yeah, let's do that. And then we have the sailboats, which you would think with this nautical paper would be ideal, but I don't really like that. It's too blue on blue, but I do like the stripe. So let's pair that up. Then we have the red side. So let's start with this one, and either this one or this one, and I think I like this more solid. What about the small floral? We could go green. Could go green. That's, I don't know. Maybe this one needs to go with the dark one. Pulling this back. I think maybe that needs to go. And then this one can go with the plaid. I think that looks better. Okay, then we've got the strawberries. I think I'm liking it with the green, but maybe this stripe would also be kind of fun. So we'll pair those together. And then we've got a little rose sprig. And what about if we paired that up with this one? And maybe the plaid? Okay. And what are we left with? The female version, or the red version of the prince. Let me see. I like that side better. Too much the same. That's definitely blue. Yeah, I'm not loving any of those. Maybe the green, I guess. Okay. And then we have these icons cut aparts. Got a bicycle, some tags, the little boy. I think we could make at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 cards out of each. So for sure, I'm thinking maybe we pair these all with the remaining blue pieces. It's probably too much. So let's see. Okay, I like the plaid. I like the nautical theme with those. I also like this one. And then we have the dot, which is probably my least favorite. And the other side has the kids on there. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. That's going to be a kit. And we'll throw both sheets in. There we go. And then this one, what do we have left? I'm not liking any of these, am I? Very brown. Well, it is what it is. So we're going to pair those up with these two. I can always bring in some solid cardstock to kind of make this work, I think. There we go. Okay, so what are we decluttering today? Oh, maybe 1/2 inch? No, almost 3/4 of an inch. So I'm happy with that. Again, it's just Little steps at a time, right? Okay, I need to put some of this stuff away and prepare for the next video, which will be up soon before you know it. Be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, happy organizing.